Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining me this morning. I was going to go outdoors, and presently there is some landscaping work being done in the neighbor's area, and it's totally fine as it's a bit chilly. Those workers are all bundled up out there, blowing the heck out of all the leaves and the yard cleanup in that lot there. So I'm bringing it indoors with my delicious warm cup of coffee. Mm. So, thanks for joining me. My name is Shannon of Flourishing Essence. I am an essential emotions coach and an intuitive mindset energy mentor. And I coach and mentor, guide, hold sacred space for beautifully talented creatives on their journey as they sort through their energy and things that are coming up for them at any given time in their life and or business or career. So um, I love to cultivate and curate individual celebrations and ceremonies as we travel the wheel of life, the journey of the wheel each year. We have the seasonal sway, we have our delicious moonwork cycles, the ebb and the flow of the energy, the planetary cycles and their patterns, and nature. And for nature, it's all inclusive of the land and the water and the air, right? And the elements, and the directions, and the flora and the fauna. To me, it's all connected and it's all a part of who we are on this beautiful planet with our blend of the physical realm and the spiritual realm embodied within us. And that's just my take on my experience, and your journey quite possibly is different, especially where you are right now. For myself, I can tell you I am exploring and experimenting, tuning into listening to my body and what healthy nutrition is for me, and really being mindful of ensuring that I am investing in my self care for myself and others and for my community. And it's beautiful to notice that the moment I step outside, my energy recalibrates so quickly now. And this beautiful thing, I share testimony to beautiful experiences I have with the doTERRA essential oils and the products. There's a new product line, and I'm going to do a bit of a testimonial, and we'll continue to do a testimonial each and every day because this is an amazing product developed over a number of years and now available to doTERRA wellness advocates and wholesale customers. So it's available membership only, and we have a beautiful community of our Do family, and that's how I lovingly refer to them. We're a doTERRA family, is our Do family, and we are here creating change one by one with each interaction and experience we share. And when we shine our light and share our gifts and our talents and the beauty of the things that we believe in that hold passion for us and elevates our high vibes, really unfolds and expands the energetic connections. Higher vibe in the vortex is amazing. Um, so yeah, so doTERRA has a new product line, and it's called Meta Power, and it's an amazing, transformative product on many levels. And I'm going to be um, delivering classes. Yes, I am. I'm going to deliver Meta Power classes, and I'm inviting you to join and tune in and learn more and ask questions and try and see what works for you. Now it's a system, and it's a product line, and there's beautiful oils. There are, in one of the products, they have 9 different supportive collagen um, focused ingredients, and we've got the MetaPower Advantage, the little packets that you mix into your water and you drink once a day. And then you've got the metabolic blend, it's called Metabolic Assist. And then you've got the MetaPower Metabolic Blend soft gels. And the oil is really tasty. I just put a drop under my tongue. You can put a drop in your water. Um, as with all doTERRA essential oils that can be taken internally or ingested, they prefer to say, um, you want to be sure that you're drinking out of a glass container, a ceramic container, or stainless steel. And that includes anything that the water passes through from the holding container into your body. So we don't recommend plastic straws or plastic cup lids. If the the oil and the water are going to touch that before it goes into your system. So that's one thing to be mindful for. And the reason for that is very interesting. And to me, once I heard this and thought about it, it was like, yeah, that feels true. Um, the essential oils naturally from plants extract, remove, um, tidy up things. So they remove the impurities, and that's reminds me of another topic that we will be having on another blog post, another podcast, another episode, a chapter in my next book, about tuning into what is pure for you, what is true for you. And I like to tune into what is from nature, what is natural, not synthetic. And to me, the synthetic is not high vibe energy. So I steer clear um, with that as much as I possibly can on my journey. We have noticed a significant shift from the amount of waste as far as garbage that goes to the transfer station, what's being recycled, what's being thrown away. Mm, It was mentioned in the house that we don't have as much garbage as we used to have. We used to have bags and bags and bags, and now it's very limited each week. And I was like, wow, I never even thought about that. Thanks for sharing that. That makes me feel so good because we are doing our part. And that's the thing. With all the energy swirling about us, things that we aren't able to control, things that we have passion for, that we stand up for. So knowing that over time, collectively, your voice is valid. Your voice matters. You matter. It's so important to know that you are part. You are part of the whole. And just like that beautiful cosmic puzzle universe that we live in, you're here for a reason and for a purpose. And I have to say that it's really important to know, like, with every cell of your body, of your being, with every beat of your heart, at soul level, at DNA level, just all the way down to the tiniest molecule in your body, with every bit of it, to know that you are worthy and deserving and here for a reason. You are, and you have beautiful gifts to share. You're here to learn and to teach and experience. We're a blend of spirituality and the physical form. And what you choose to do on your journey enhances your journey, how you steward your energy and how you connect not just with people and space around you, but yourself as a whole. And I really feel that my use of doTERRA has helped me so much in the last 2 years, and not just myself, but my family, um, and the people around me in the community that use the doTERRA oils and share the doTERRA oils. They magically tune into your energy and assist with guiding you on your journey. And so it's a level of my healing, it's a level of my self care. Um, and it's part of my vision and my mission here to serve humanity and to help and guide and share an amazing company that gives so many an opportunity to shine their light, to help others, to really have an impactful change, a shift, monumentally transformational shifts. Um, I have been using the metabolic oils from this Metapower line, the metabolic blend, for about 3 weeks now. And I can tell you that one of the things that I shy away from is being visible, being on camera, because I have a traumatic brain injury. And at times, the flow between my brain and my mouth don't always connect. And it's a little bumpy, and there's definitely an ebb and a flow to that. Sorry. So I stay in the shadows instead of being in front of the camera. I love nature photography. I love landscape photography. Um, so that's what I share, because it's not me talking in front of a group of people that could potentially see my video at some point in time. I know it's silly, but that's my biggest thing, because I have a treasure trove of stories and ideas and inspiring words to share. And that injury caused somewhat of a hiccup in that communication realm for me. And I'll get distracted, of course, because of my um, learning disabilities, the dyslexia, the ADHD, the ADD. Um, so there are so many things that make us up and create the beautiful, unique soul beings that we are. And I was really shying away from putting myself out there because a lot of times I get distracted. Um, I lose my train of thought. Words are hard to come by. Like, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come forth. And so I just have to take a pause. But I do know that since I've been using this meta power on a daily basis for 3 weeks, some part of me has realized that there's been a shift in this. And I'm having more of a beautiful self discovery of who I am, what I'm doing, and tuning into realizing that it's not quite as foggy as it has been for the last few years. And in my experience, that was amplified over the last couple of years from different things that have come up. And um, so, yeah, I love the doTERRA Meta Power. It's a great product line thus far. And I'm not the only one who has beautiful testimonials to share, myself and my clients, and the people that are in the doTERRA groups that I'm in. I'd love to talk to you about the oils. I'll sit and chat with you and answer your questions. And I am going to be doing the Meta Power classes, and I'm going to put the links for that into the Flourishing Essence Facebook page. And yeah, so it's going to be really amazing. We have, um, let's see. Okay, excuse me. So I've got my doTERRA site is cultivating wellness, Shannon doTERRA essential oils, and then for the creativity, we've got Magical Making Creatives, and that's our creative hub where we connect and we share magical making creativity. And then the Shannon Flourishing Essence is where we talk about the community space with our moon cycles, our seasonal sway, what's going on, just as we tune into the vibrational connections, our pulse, if you will, in the illuminated cosmic web, I like to call it. And oh, yeah. And I've got a Songbird Sanctuary, which is a beautiful space outdoors. Um, we are in a migratory path here, and the birds and the bird songs that they share throughout the year is just so beautiful. We have geese, there are ducks, blue jays, cardinals, chickadees, we've got ravens and crows, house sparrows, um, gosh, a ton. There are doves. There's so many different birds that I love to sit out and listen to that. I have heard it's been called earthing, and I call it just soaking in the vibes of nature. It's very cleansing and calming and grounding, just really recalibrating my energy. And that's ensuring monumental self care upgrades for myself. I talk about the things that I like to do every day. And, I get up and I self care, I have my water, and go outside, take a deep breath in, fresh air, listen to what's going on, around me outdoors, tuning into the weather, the temperature, and tuning into my own energy, tuning into the ancestors, my lineage, and the ancestors of the land. There's a lot of energy here, and yeah, so I have so many stories to share about um, my journey as a mystic and um, a shaman, and the um, different experiences that I've had. They're really beautiful. And we talk in circle and share, bits and pieces of our stories and talk about the healing power that we have within us as we are on a journey and exploring the different things that resonate with us. And that's a beautiful thing about spirituality, is that there isn't a right or a wrong way. We're not put into a box with a nature-based spirituality. It's a peaceful, resonates gratitude and love and connectivity, connection to the elements and to all the things. And I know that we each have multiple jobs and things that we do on our journey. And why not make it fun? And why not have this amazing experience, the highest vibe, playful and curious for everyone, for it to be safe? Mhm. Sharing our gifts and our talents with each other and our stories, healing what's ours to heal, working on what's ours, staying in our own lanes. And that doesn't mean, turning a blind eye when you see something. Of course, you can want to say something and lend a hand, a supportive hand, and tending your own healthy boundaries. There's so many ways to navigate the journey. And you don't have to do it alone because you aren't alone. It's a terrible thing that your mind does, is to let stuff like that, negativity in the form of things that no longer serve you, step in. Being mindful and being present in practicing daily gratitude has been a game changer because it's part of that self-care. So that's the main thing in the resilience piece that I have found is for my journey for myself has always been the consistent knowing, feeling, believing that I'm unconditionally loved, guided, and supported. And once that became that spirit, once that came together, worked really, really well, and gave me peace as being that bridge, of being the bridge between the physical realm and that cosmic realm. It's like we as soul beings here it's amazing what we choose to experience and share. And yeah, so anyway, we got a full moon. And yes, moving from Aries into Taurus to the lunar eclipse. Today is the exact day. I enjoy using the 3-day window because the first day I like to prepare, gather my spiritual tools, and whatever that looks like for you may or may not be similar or not to what you use and what I use. We come from different backgrounds, we come from different places in the world. So, you may have spiritual practices that and resources and tools that I've not been familiar with or know or have learned of, and vice versa. And that's the beautiful thing about spending time sharing stories and energy and connections, community. It's a beautiful place to learn about other people and share gifts. So let's see, we have close that. A bunch of tabs open, getting distracted. Today is the full moon. So yeah, knowing without a doubt, with without any doubt that I am always protected and guided with my energy, and it's always for my highest good. The lesson I learn, the lesson I teach, it's for the highest good. And going in with that childlike wonder and the love and the gratitude and the light, the beautiful light, from the light of the light for the light, and the highest vibe. So, the full moon amplifies emotional sensitivity, that's for sure. Myself, an empath, I definitely am in tune with the cycles, and thank goodness it's cyclical, and there are patterns, and I can course correct and adjust where I am to a point when I have a certain awareness about my energy, about my thoughts and beliefs, my patterns, right? So now that I've been walking this path for many years, and it's a path that's not carved in stone, it's a meandering path as I navigate my experiences and my energy, and knowing that I'll always be working on my energy um, for things, um, life choices and thoughts and beliefs. Um, Definitely had some shifts over the last few years. Um, so we have so you're gonna have a beautiful full moon. Yeah, a 3-part ceremony, a 3-day ceremony, and it's so familiar to me the way that I travel this path that I don't think about all the steps that I do that just flow naturally for me that might help inspire or um, guide or lead the way, you know, raise the torch for others who may want to live a similar life connected nature and to the energy of all the things, right? So I guess that is another layer to bring into the discussion is yeah, I refer to it as, my woo woo, my magical self. And it's just what makes sense in the way to talk about it when you're putting things to words, feelings to words. Um, the things that I know how to do, a lot of times I just tune in intuitively. Be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna, plant some flowers here this year. And oh my goodness, uh, an example is when I said, let's clear out the grass. And when we park the cars, I want to have an echinacea bed. Okay. Hmm. So like this space here, I was like, no, all of it. Really? Are you sure about that? Mm-hmm. I'm positively sure. I would like to remove all that grass and plant echinacea. I've always liked echinacea. Um, and I just felt that it was a really good spot for it. And I love perennials because they keep coming back, especially when um, I kind of tune in and see that they provide food um, for a lot of the birds and the butterflies and the bees, the hummingbirds, the American goldfinches. All these little creatures love echinacea and they're healthy for us as well. So the first year it felt in pretty good, it's that's just how it goes. Some of the seeds took, some of them didn't, some of them got eaten. I'm sure they were planted elsewhere. Um, this year, the echinacea, has it been 2 years now? Probably 2 years. A, probably a good, this is our second year, I believe, with the echinacea. And somebody mentioned, oh my gosh, have you seen how tall the echinacea have gotten this year? And I hadn't really noticed it. I go out every morning, I put the flags up and thank service members and gratitude and love, all the things. And take my pictures. Sometimes I'll do a reel or a video of the bird songs. And stood next to the echinacea bed, and there were so many that were as tall as I am and taller. And I'm 5'2". I've never seen echinacea get that tall and so abundant and thick. It's just so amazing. I just love it. And it was an interesting takeaway that I tuned in intuitively, got this little like wisp of wisdom that came in to share, and I listened to that little nickel, that little wisp of wisdom that came to me, that little intuitive seed to plant the echinacea. And it's beautiful. It's so thick. It's so thick. It's so pretty. Now, a place where we can see hummingbirds and multiple types of butterflies and different bees. There's honeybees, there's carpenter bees, there's bumblebees, the American goldfinches, and others that come in and um, partake the community echinacea bed. I love that. Just an example of listening to a wisp of wisdom that comes in and taking action. And it was fun and playful. Yeah. Even if it was, kind of like, are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, I'm sure. Hmm. Yes. Without even knowing what was going to, evolve, what was going to come from that. And it was really beautiful to have that aha moment of like, wow, connecting the dots, if you will. I was that bridge, the catalyst on that journey from grass to epically abundant echinacea bed. And it serves all the little critters in our area. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I wanted to share that today. And it sounds like the landscapers have moved on to leafier pastures. My tummy's rolling. So I'm going to get some more water and refresh my coffee. And I'm going to be popping on throughout the rest of my journey and sharing about oracle cards. I have a great deck, and this is the Gateway of Light Activation with Kyle Gray. These are a beautiful deck. One of my favorite places to go visit and tune in is the Akashic Realm. Love the Akashic Records. Let's see. Let's do a real quick card pull before I go since I'm on here live. I like to have it infuse beautiful energy. And this is the Inner Star Oracle deck. Stay the Course and Essential Growth. This is Stay the Course, the first card that came up. I love this deck with all the geometry. Tune into that. And just out of curiosity. So staying the course. So many times you tend to, for me, I should say you, but for me, my experience. I'll talk about my experience. I'll stay in my lane. My experience has been if I don't have instant results, I have to shift. Because why? Because I tell myself, oh, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to know about that. Well, what do I know? What can I share? What can I share? I'm here to serve humanity. I'm here to change. I'm here for change. I'm here to stand up and make my voice heard by sharing. And while it's totally fine to dip my toe in the water to test the water, I tend to be inspired by so many wisps of wisdom that I do get distracted in all the ideas. Like, I start a book or a journal, and then before you know it, I have 5 or 6, and they all have random pages of ideas of things that come in. But then I get that, well, who do you think you are? You're not an author. You're not a master gardener. Why, you're not, this amazing artisan, designer, crafter. Who are you to think that you have beautiful art to sell or artistic talent to teach people and guide people? So I tend to not stay the course and flit, literally like a butterfly from flower to flower, from idea to idea. And instead of sticking to it, well, I know that energy is a thing that works for me, and I like to talk about energy, and energy is in all things, and I like the connection. And recently I discovered that my number one sacred money archetype is connector. nurture, and celebrity. So those are my top three. Always been about the connection. Now, my strengths based leadership. Um, my number one is maximizer. So maximizing the connections. That's definitely on the table. So staying the course. So you can find the strength within you to move through any obstacle that stands in your way toward the path that is your soul's journey. There would be no satisfaction in cruising through life without people and places to enrich and expand you. It only makes you a more interesting being with a greater understanding of life and the world we live in. And the affirmation for this card, stay the course. I have the strength and courage to move through obstacles towards the life I dream for myself. That's a great one. And the second card that I pulled is essential growth. To me, that just kind of, it makes sense. We are growing on our journey. It's not the type of journey that doesn't move. I should say it is the type of journey that is a meandering journey. There are things that we have no control over that come up for us, and knowing that we can still make a difference by being who we are and being in gratitude and being present, being mindful of having our own boundaries, healthy boundaries, what that looks like for us in all things, right? So, healthy boundaries for ourselves, for our emotions, healthy boundaries for our nutrition, healthy boundaries for exercise, healthy boundaries for music, healthy boundaries for creativity. So, to me, it's all about stewarding the energy. It's essential growth, emotional maturity. Um, Emotions are essential. And really, I have seen it happen many times when working with the oils and working with clients and working with people, how powerful a tool that is. So, essential growth. We all, sorry, that wasn't a very good shot to see. So, we all like things to be easy, simple, and beautiful, but the lotus cannot grow without mud. We also have challenges, lessons, and mistakes to experience. It's the rich soil you need to bloom ever brighter, bigger, and more beautifully. It allows you to stand in your own power and presence among others, see the value of everything you have been through. And so the affirmation is, my experiences shape me into who I am, and I am grateful for all I have been through and continue to learn. So that's essential growth and stay the course. So that's beautiful. Alrighty. So this is me, Shannon Gorton, and I'm signing off for now. And I'll be back soon. Ta for now.